It's a story about an unlikely hero of a first-time mum and the journey she goes on when a flood hits London. Yeah. I think for me, it's sung of something I knew, which was the experience of that first year of being a mum was kind of a wild, changing time in my life that was both traumatic and really beautiful. And I thought, oh wow, the way in which Alice Birch managed to adapt Megan Hunter's novel felt pure and true to that experience, and I think it works on lots of different levels, and I found that really, really compelling. I actually read the book when I had my first kid and way back, and it's so poetic and it really resonated with me. But then Alice Birch wrote this kind of amazing adaptation of it that that I read after lockdown when I'd had my second kid, and I experienced what it was to be with this baby who needs everything from you, every part of you, at the same time as the world feeling seemingly going wrong around you. And so reading Alice's script resonated in this kind of wild way, and we ended up developing further and kind of rooting into material, finding the light in it as well, the humour, those kind of moments that you have as a parent that are kind of funny and ridiculous, and when you're kind of just on your own with a kid and when you've got a kid to talk to. Yeah, and so we kind of developed it further, and then Jodie came on board and we ended up making the movie. She's just such a brilliant, compelling actress, and she has this magnetism, I think, that is just beautiful to be around, and on camera it's amazing, but also a kind of amazing work ethic and kind of a commitment to the character, which we really needed for this, because it's small, it's not big, and not much of this what was needed from the performance wasn't like a big amount of acting. This sounds like I'm not describing this very well, but she has this subtlety that I was really looking for the role of women in this. But also, I mean, she was a creative collaborator as well in many ways, and she had a kind of sense of what the film, the tone of it, as long with me, should be, and that was a kind of a wonderful experience as we went through, not just filming but also posts. I had an ally, which was great. What a film like this, how important is it? Is that what you mean? I think it is. I don't think I've ever seen a film about first year of having a baby as a woman, and like the transformation that does to you, and also how you view the world in an entirely different way. And I felt like it's kind of, I felt like when I read it, and as well, I kind of wanted to make something that was quietly revolutionary. Didn't feel like it was going to. It's not like on the nail, like banging anything. It's just there, and I feel like just it's by it being in the world, it's doing something, and that feels exciting. And I've met people as audiences. I've met audiences that I felt it met in this very particular way. They saw themselves, and that's been really moving, I think, for me, and I think for other members of the crew. Yeah, I hope they open themselves out to see a shifting landscape of what the world might be if things don't change, as well as empathise massively with this woman and the first year of having a kid. That's probably a terrible answer to that question. In truth, I'm so nervous every time anyone sees a film I make that I just want people just to take it as it is and come away with their own ideas and thoughts. And I hate to impose what I want them to feel, because I find that really interesting, what they feel afterwards.